Hello, this is Alexia. Today we'll be looking at the format of the Teach Hub lesson. So let's get started. So here I opened up the Teach Hub lesson from the math module for 4th grade. It's module 1A, day 1. Here's the main slide, and again, this one is for the teacher, so I'll show you how to delete these slides in a moment. You'll notice that these slides, you can't edit it. I can't delete anything. I can't click on anything. I can't move anything. And that's because it's in a view-only file. So what I need to do is I need to go make a copy. So you need to go to File, make a copy, and you want to make a copy of the entire presentation. Now I'm going to get rid of, just because I don't want to see the copy of, I'm going to get rid of that. And now it's not going to let you save it in the Teach Hub files. So we have to keep pressing the back arrow until we get to My Drive. Okay, I'm finally in My Drive. I'm going to click Select, and now I can save it. So I'm going to press OK, and it's going to open up a new slide. So it's now going to be my slide. It's not going to be view only. You'll see that there's no view only little tab here. Now that means I can edit it. I can delete slides. I can add things to my slides. I can move things from my slides. It'll let me do a whole bunch of stuff now to my slides. All right, so here on the first page, it gives us all the information about the lesson that students will see today. It gives the title of the lesson, the focus question, the objective. It gives the prior knowledge that students should have, and it also gives the standard for the lesson. Okay, on the next slide, so the next 4 slides, you'll notice that they're dark. These are also teacher slides, and it'll say on the bottom left, delete these slides before posting for students. So on this second slide, it gives you just some notes about today's lesson, what the outcomes, maybe some prior knowledge that they should have about this topic. On this slide, it gives you individual information about specific slides. So for example, slide 7 says students should be given a few minutes of independent think time to record their thinking and then can be placed into breakout groups to work together on the task. So depending, we're going to be in school next year, you could print out these slides. You can have, if you have access to computers in your classroom, you can have students even work on these slides on Nearpod, for example. They can also share their response in a Jamboard. And that gives you some ideas here too about where you can incorporate the slides into Pear Deck, Nearpod. Again, you could also use Jamboard. There are a bunch of different sites. You can also use another site called whiteboard.chat that students can interact and work on these problems, and you can see their answers or responses or their thinking live. On this side, you also have some assessing questions and advancing questions that you can use during the lesson. And on this last slide here is guidance for summarizing. So you're bringing students together, having some students share out their thinking. Again, you can use those different websites to kind of share student thinking if you have access to a class set of computers like Jamboard, Pear Deck, Nearpod, and like one I just said, whiteboard.chat. And there are some possible discussion questions you can include at the end of the lesson. Now, when you are sharing these lessons or these slides, depending on what you're using, you might not need to delete these slides because you might not be sharing them through here. But you can, if you're doing it through Google Slides, delete these slides. So on the left sidebar, you just make sure you've clicked on one of the slides that you don't want students to see and just press the delete button. Just kind of go slow with the delete button so you don't accidentally delete one of your slides for the students. But if you do, you just go ahead and press the undo button. So here we have different color-coded slides, and they'll always be in the same format. So we have some yellow, some green, some blue, and then orange slides. So the yellow slides are your introduction and launch activities. So you'll see most of the times they'll be like, what do you notice, what do you wonder type of questions. Then the green ones will be the exploration questions, so where students have to take some time and work on these problems and figure them out. And then on these blue slides, they're the summarizing questions. So now that the students got to be introduced to this topic, explore, now they're going to really show what they know about this lesson. So look at the model, the student work below. 10 times as many as 30, that means 3 tens is 30 tens, or 3 hundreds. 10 times 3 tens equals 30 tens, which equals 3 hundreds. How is your thinking similar to this work? How is it different? So again, students have to analyze each other's work. 100 is 10 times as much as 110. Again, how does this above image prove the statement? And they have the space here on the right to share their thinking. Now, if you were to use Nearpod or a Pear Deck, you can always go to add-ons. If you don't have the add-ons already, click on Get Add-ons and just search for Nearpod. You can always open up Nearpod and make these slides interactive so that students can actually write on this slide, and you can see it right away. Okay, and then on the orange slides, they have some additional support and practice. So you'll notice there's a video here that students can watch to review today's lesson, and then they have additional problems they can solve. And then the last page, which is like a light purple color here, are the resources for the lesson. So the questions were taken from Engage New York, and the video was provided from Khan Academy. All right, I hope you found this video helpful on navigating these Teach Hub lessons. I'll see you next time.